Do you enjoy traveling to new places? Why or why not?
Absolutely, I really enjoy traveling to new places because it gives me a sense of expansion and perspective. Whenever I visit a new city or country, I feel like I'm temporarily stepping outside my daily routine and entering a completely different rhythm of life. I also love learning how people eat, work, and relax in other cultures. It reminds me that there isn't just one way to live.
How often do you take trips, either for work or for pleasure?
It depends on the time of year, but generally I try to take a short trip every 2 or 3 months. Sometimes it's just a quick weekend getaway to recharge. Other times I plan longer trips if I feel I need a real break. Traveling regularly helps me reset mentally and come back with more motivation.
Do you prefer traveling alone or with others?
I like both for different reasons. Traveling alone gives me complete freedom to decide what to do without coordinating with anyone else. But traveling with friends or family can be incredibly fun, especially when we share new experiences together. I think the ideal situation is a balance between the two, depending on my emotional needs at the time.
What's a typical weekday like for you?
My weekdays are quite structured. I usually wake up early, do a short stretching routine, and then get started on my work or studies. In the afternoon, I like to take a break, go for a walk, or listen to podcasts. Evenings are my time to unwind. I cook something light, maybe watch a series, and try to disconnect from screens before sleeping.
Is there anything you'd like to change about your daily routine?
Definitely. I'd like to add more physical activity, and maybe a hobby that encourages creativity, like photography or playing an instrument. I feel my routine is functional, but it could be more inspiring.
Do you think routines are important for productivity?
Absolutely. A solid routine reduces the number of decisions you have to make every day, which preserves your mental energy for more important tasks. At the same time, routines shouldn't feel rigid. They should support you, not trap you.
Describe a time when you had to make a difficult decision. You should say what the decision was, when you made it, why it was difficult, and explain what happened afterwards.
One of the most difficult decisions I've made in recent years was choosing whether to accept a stable job offer or continue working on a personal project that had no guaranteed outcome. This happened about a year ago, during a period when I felt torn between security and ambition. The job offered good pay, a predictable schedule, and a clear career path. On the other hand, the personal project was something I was deeply passionate about, something that genuinely excited me. But it came with financial uncertainty. What made the decision even more challenging was the pressure from my family. They encouraged me to secure a stable income, especially considering the economic environment at the time. For several weeks, I evaluated the pros and cons, thought about my long-term goals, and tried to envision where each option would lead. Ultimately, I decided to follow my intuition and continue with my personal project. The first few months were extremely stressful. There were moments when I questioned whether I had made a huge mistake. But over time, things started to fall into place. I began gaining clients, improving my skills, and seeing real growth. Looking back, I'm grateful I chose the uncertain path because it taught me resilience, patience, and the importance of betting on myself.
Why do you think some people struggle more than others when making decisions?
I think it depends on personality, upbringing, and past experiences. People who grew up in very controlled environments often fear making mistakes, so every choice feels risky. Others may lack confidence or have faced criticism in the past, which makes them second-guess themselves constantly.
Hey there! I'm offering you a 10% discount today on my full IELTS course, which covers all 4 skills: speaking, writing, reading, and listening. With this course, you'll learn to write strong essays, speak with confidence, and understand complex texts. I'm here to help you reach a passing score and move closer to your professional goals in English. Don't miss this opportunity. Enroll now and get 10% off. You'll find the link in the description below. Start working toward your IELTS goals today. Take your English to the next level. Check the description for the course link. All right. Now let's continue with the video. Do you believe that young people today face more difficult decisions than previous generations?
In many ways, yes. Younger people now face overwhelming choices in education, careers, and even identity. There's also intense social pressure due to comparison culture on social media. At the same time, globalization has expanded opportunities dramatically, which paradoxically makes choosing even harder.
How important is intuition when making major life decisions?
Intuition is often underrated. While logic and planning are essential, intuition integrates experiences, emotions, and long-term needs in a way that pure logic can't. Some of the best decisions I've made came from a deep sense of internal clarity rather than rational analysis alone.
Do you think technology makes decision-making easier or harder?
Both. Technology gives us infinite information, which is great for research, but it also creates decision overload. For instance, the more options we see, the more we doubt our choices. Algorithms can guide us, but they can also influence us unconsciously.
What role does culture play in how people make decisions?
Culture shapes the values we prioritize. In some cultures, stability and family expectations are central, while others emphasize independence and self-expression. These cultural frameworks act like lenses that influence what people consider a good or bad choice.
Great job today. Remember, making decisions and exploring new experiences is part of learning and growing. Keep practicing your English, stay curious, and don't be afraid to take on new challenges. You're improving every time you speak.